Hey, and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we will learn how to make this really pretty granny stitch hat. Now I do have the granny square stitch hat, but this is not worked in a square. This is worked in a circle or a round, so it's a little bit different. It still looks the same on the sides because we are using the granny stitch, but the top of the hat is very slightly different. As you can see, I don't have a baby model, so I'm using my beautiful cup with a polystyrene ball on the top. But it works. It shows you the stitch on the hat, and that's all we need to know. The yellow one is made with 8-ply or double knit yarn, and the other one, the blue one, is made with worsted weight, and that is a Red Heart Super Saver. They are both using this same video and same pattern, but as you can see by using the different thicknesses of yarn, that it comes out completely different size. So let's see if we can hold up this one next to that one. So you can see that the blue one is a lot bigger. You're basically getting sort of one size difference. The blue one will fit approximately a 2 to 3 year old, and this one is going to fit probably a 1-year-old and maybe a big newborn. So I hope you enjoy this video. There is a free written pattern located on my website. The link that you need for that is in the description box. There are different sizes to this hat. As I said, this one will be for the 2 to 3 year old, or for the large newborn, or sort of a 6 to 1 year old. If you want the sizes for the other videos, they are in the description box as well. All the links that you need are there. We'll be using Red Heart Super Saver for this project, and Red Heart Super Saver yarn is available from redheart.com. All the pretty colours are over there, and you can order it direct from their website. So go and check out redheart.com for great colour inspiration as well as awesome written patterns. So let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need a yarn needle with a large eye. We will need a pair of scissors. These are my adorable pair of scissors. These are quite old, so please don't ask me where I bought them because I cannot remember. You're going to need a crochet hook to go with your yarn. I will be using a 5.5, which is a size 8, or a H size crochet hook. I'll be using worsted weight yarn. You can use a 5.5 if that is what you normally use, or a I size hook. It can be made in double knit or 8-ply yarn, and I recommend a size G or a 4mm crochet hook. I've just got yarn in 3 colours, and this is the blue. This is Delft blue, and that is the turquoise. And these are all Red Heart Super Savers. So I'll just pop those aside. And this pattern, it can be started with a magic ring, or it can be started with a chain 4 and join. So you can use whatever method that you prefer. So I will be starting with a magic ring. And what we want to do is chain 3 altogether. So I've just done my first one. That's 2 and 3. Work 2 double crochet into the middle. I'm going to assume that you know how to do a double crochet. So it's yarn over, go in the middle, pull up, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Then we're going to work a chain 1 and work, I'm just going to pull that tight, work 3 double crochets into the middle. Chain 1. And altogether we want 6 lots of the 3 stitches and chain 1. So that's 1, that's 2, so it's 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1. And like I said, we need this until we have 6 groups. So pause the video and I'll meet you when we have our 6 groups. Once we have our 6 groups, we're going to pull that tighter. We can pull that tighter right at the end of we go to sew in our ends. And we're going to join into the top of the chain 3. Just ignore that loop there, I've just caught that accidentally. So going into the front loop and the back loop of the chain. And we're going to work a slip stitch to join. Now if you want to work this hat all in the same colour, or you want to say work 2 rounds of the same colour, so your next round will be the same, you're going to slip stitch into the top of each stitch. You need to do that one a bit tighter, not like I just did, and then work across. So you also want to slip stitch into your chain 1 space. But if you want to change colour, which is what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be using up the scraps that I have there, but I want to make them in nice different colours. So we just cut off our yarn and then finish that off. Just pull that through the loop, pull tight. And then what I like to do is just join the next colour in the next chain 1 space. So you can do this however you like. But I'm just using these colours. I love the turquoise. This is my favourite colour of all of Red Heart. And they're super saver. So our beginning shell is always a chain 3 and 2 double crochet. And into each chain 1 space of rounds we're going to work an increase. So our increase is 3 stitches, a chain 1 and 3 more stitches in the same space. So in this case it's a chain 1 space. So we've got 3, chain 1 and 3. Into the next chain 1 space, which is here, we're going to work another increase. So it's 3 stitches, chain 1 and 3 stitches. We're going to repeat this around, doing an increase into every chain 1 space. And pause the video and I'll meet you when we're ready to join. So this is what it's going to look like. It may ruffle a little bit, but that's fine. It will straighten out. So you've got to increase in every chain 1 space around, and we're ready to join. So again, into the top of the chain 3, grabbing the front loop and the back, and then joining with a slip stitch. I'm going to change colour, and yes, I will have ends to sew in, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. We're now ready to join our next colour. If you're not joining a new colour, you're going to slip stitch across in the next 2 double crochet and also in the chain 1 space. I'm going to pop our yarn on there. What we're going to do is start with the beginning shell, so that's chain 3 and 2 double crochet. Into the next space we are going to work an increase. So you'll see here you've got a chain 1 space over there because that's the middle of our increase, and there's a space here. So we're going to work an increase into the space. So it's 3 stitches, chain 1 and 3 stitches. Into the next one, we're going to work 3 double crochet. And into the next space we're going to work an increase. Three stitches, chain 1 and 3 stitches. So into the chain 1 space we're going to work 3. And we're going to repeat this around, alternating between a shell and then an increase and then a shell. So your shell has your 3 stitches, an increase and a shell. So in every second space it is an increase, and every other space it is a shell. We're going to repeat this around. Pause the video and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. When we are ready to join, we're going to join into the top of the chain 3 with a slip stitch, and this is how we join every single round if you haven't already figured that out. So join with a slip stitch, and if you're going to keep the same colour, you're going to slip stitch into the top of the next 2 stitches and also into that space. But I'm not, so I'm going to cut off my yarn, finish that off, and then join my new colour, and I'm just going to join it into the next one. And we're going back to our lighter blue. And now good news is we are finished with all of our increases. So now it is a shell in every space around. And that includes our chain 1 spaces. So chain 3 and do your 2 double crochet. And now in every chain 1 space, which is the middle of our increase, and each space that we have here is just 3 double crochets or a shell in each one. There we go. Each space and chain 1 space around, do a shell in each, and I will meet you when we are ready to join. So pause the video and I'll see you in just a moment. So I've just finished that round, and you may notice that it will start to curve upwards. See how it's not doing it very much because it's only your first round, but mine is starting to curl up at the sides, and I'm going to cut that off because I want to use my other colour. And what we're going to do now is repeat the last round for as many as we need to get our length. I do have a hat sizing chart that is available on my website. The link that you need is in the description box, so you can use it as a guide. For my double knit or my DK weight yarn, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rounds all together. I have 12 rounds all together, so that is just of our shells. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds. And then I've got a couple of rounds of single crochet. So because I haven't made one in worsted weight yarn, which is this one here, I'm not really sure how many I'm going to need. So I will work it out in the next, between the next video clips, which to you will be literally no time at all. But in the next video clip, you will see how many I've done. I'm thinking it's going to be around the same. So I'm thinking around the same amount of rows. Or I should say round, shouldn't I? Because it is a round. But like I said, in the next video clip, you will see what I've done. And we can pull that tight. So I'll see you in just a moment. Once we have enough rounds, and I'm just going to lay my hat flat. Now you'll notice that it may just sort of bulge out a little bit, but trust me, once it's on the head, it does flatten out. I just tried it on my model to make sure, so I can say that it does. And for this one, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rounds, but I plan to do a bigger border with the single crochet. And as you can see, I've got all those ends to sew in, but that's all good. And for the next colour, I'm actually just going to use this, the darker one, which is the blue. And my crochet hook has run away. Just give me 2 seconds. Found it. So what we're going to do, we can join our yarn into any of the stitches, and what we're going to do is we're just going to work into the tops of the double crochet. So pick anywhere you want, we'll pop it in there, pull through our new colour. And if you're going to continue on with the same colour, let's say that you've joined here for a slip stitch, you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in the same stitch. When we work our single crochet, we don't want to work it too tight because it will make the opening of the hat smaller. Of course, if you need to do that, then to make it fit, then you can pull it tight. If you're not able to keep a looser tension on the single crochet, then I would suggest using a larger crochet hook. So we're just going to single crochet, going in, pull up, yarn over, pull through. We're going to repeat this all the way around. And when we come to the spaces, you've got our space there. We're not going to work into our space, it's just into the double crochet of the previous round. So continue around and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. When we are ready to join, we're going to join into the single crochet, so go through the single crochet through both loops and join with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. So it's just like we did on the previous round. Then we're going to single crochet in every stitch. When we come back around, we join exactly the same way. If you think that you're not going to notice that that's the beginning of the round, you can get a stitch marker and you can mark the first stitch. And I'm actually going to do that myself because I know, because I'm about to go and watch YouTube, I know I won't pay attention and I'll crochet straight around and you won't even know where I've joined. So continue around and work this for as many rounds as you like. I am going to work 4 rounds for this, and then I'm going to take a look at my hat, make sure it's the right length of what I need, and then we are almost finished. So pause the video and I'll meet you in just a moment. I have done 4 rounds of single crochet and I'm going to finish off . And then we need to sew in our ends. If you're wondering how long this hat is, it is about, where's at the top? Yeah. About 17 centimetres or 17 centimetres or 6 3/4 inch. So I just need to sew in all my ends, but I will do that off camera because that will be very boring to watch. Love the colours in that. They were just some blues that I just grabbed hold of and I wasn't sure if they were going to look alright at first, but that looks really, really pretty. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please share your creations on our Facebook and Google+, as I love to see what you've been up to and the colour combinations that you've used as well. Don't forget to check out the other sizes of this hat. There is hat sizes from doll size, which is quite small, all the way up to adult and a slouchy version as well. And if you want to make a slouchy version that is not for the adult, basically what you do is you're making the neck size up from what you need, but then we're decreasing to make it fit on the head but to be slouchy on the hat part. But check out the adult one if you need to have some guidance on how to make it. All the links that you need for the other size hats will be in the description box below. Please subscribe, there's plenty more videos to come. We have 2 videos every single week on Bob Wilson 123. If you want to check out more of my hats, just click on my username and that will take you straight to my channel. Thanks for watching and until next time, happy crochet. Space over here. It's not a chain 1 space because that's over here. Ah, damn, I made a mistake. I'll be back.